Hi, fourth graders. Mr. Askelson here. It is Thursday, May 14th, 2020. Today we are looking at fraction models. And remember, when we're talking fractions, there's two parts to a fraction. There's the denominator on the bottom that tells how many parts there are altogether, and the numerator that tells how many parts are being counted or eaten, whatever it is that we're looking at. So top number is the numerator, bottom number is the denominator. Looking at area models. Models use colored shapes to show how much of the whole each fraction takes up. So, if I was looking at some different shapes and I wanted to know which fraction is shaded, I could use a model that would show a circle and it's divided into two parts. So the bottom number, the denominator would be 2. What's shaded? 1. So 1/2 of this shape has been shaded. On this square right here, the total number of pieces is 4. How many are shaded? 1. And we can keep going. Pretty easy to see. 1/3, 1/2. This one has a few more parts to it, so there's 12 altogether in this circle. So 6/12s, or it looks the same as this one, so 1/2. One thing to really remember on fractions, one of the things that kind of gets people mixed up, is that the larger the bottom number, the denominator, the smaller the fraction. So, if I think 1/2, 1/2 versus 6/12, this may seem like it's more because you see the 6, you see the 12. On this one, you see the 1 on the top and the 2 on the bottom, but they're equal. The larger the number on the bottom, the smaller the pieces would be, and depending on how many then are counted with the numerator, that fraction might actually be a smaller piece than one with a smaller number on the bottom. Another thing we can look at is sets of objects. If you think of this candy, these candy canes, stars, soccer ball, each one of these is a set of objects. And if I wanted to know what would be 1/2 of each set, I would say, well, what would be 1/2 of this? It would be, you would circle one of them. What would be 1/2 of 6 candy canes? It would be 3. What would be 1/2 of 8 stars? 4. And what would be 1/2 of 4 soccer balls? 2. So we can make a fraction out of a set of objects. On a number line, I really like using number lines. They're easy and quick to draw. Number lines help to see that fractions are numbers that are between whole numbers. So if I start here with my number line at 0 and I go up to my first whole number, that would be 1. My bottom number here, my denominator, tells that I'm going to divide this space up into 7 pieces. And then if I want to know where A would be, I would count over 1, 2. 2/7 would be A, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5/7 would be B. Same thing on the bottom. The only thing different is the denominator has changed. And so now my number line between 0 and 1 has been divided up into 8 pieces. And if I want to know where C is, 1, 2, 3, 4. C would be at 4/8, and D would be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/8. So we can use number lines to help us show fractions. We can use sets of objects to help us show fractions, or we can use shapes, and this is called the area model, to show fractions. So as you're going through and looking at the shapes and different things on today's activity on the matrix, think of using some of these different tools to help you understand and be able to name the fractions that you see. I hope that helps fourth graders. Have a great day.